Hey guys, how's it going? Ricky Widmer here from Most Valuable Podcast, here to give you my must-sit/hate list for fantasy football this week. These are guys that I don't like. I'm not falling in love with them. I'm sitting them. I'm throwing them in the garbage. They're not going to help you win your playoff matchup and get you to the ship this week. Let's get right into it. Number 5, I haven't had one of them. This is the first week where I have had a kicker on not just one, but 2 videos. Robbie Gould against Minnesota. And Robbie Gould, it's like Mark told me before we recorded the onside kick, he's got a bit of the yips going. And Robbie Gould's a guy, usually it's Robbie good as gold, especially in fantasy. This week against Minnesota, I am sitting Robbie Gould. Well, let's be honest. If you're sitting a kicker, you're getting rid of that kicker. No one keeps 2 kickers on their team. Get rid of Robbie Gould. Find another one. There's a kicker in my pickups video if you're looking for one. Number 4, Jarvis Landry going up against San Diego. And I know what you may think, but Ricky, San Diego sucks. They're arguably the worst team in the league, unless you're looking at the MVP power rankings. But they're a team that they played close this past week. They kept Jeremy Maclin in check. The Miami Dolphins haven't impressed me. Yeah, they may have looked a little better on Monday Night Football, but they didn't impress me. Jarvis Landry, not going to have a good game. And speaking of players that played this past Monday, Eli Manning is not going to have a good game. Eli, or Elite Manning, as Mark likes to call him, not going to be elite in this one. Going up against Carolina, Carolina's going to make them look silly on their road to 16-0. If you got Eli Manning, go ahead and just sit him in this one. If he has 3 picks in this game, I would not be surprised. But at number 2, he had a big game last week. He's not going to have one this week. Isaiah Crowell of the Cleveland Browns, or the Factory of Sadness, going up against the Seattle Seahawks. I kind of feel like this is a no-brainer, but I know there's some of you that are probably going to be like, but Ricky, he had 20 points and 2 touchdowns last week. I don't think that's how you guys talk. I was just being a little exaggerated I'm feeling it right now. And stay away from Isaiah. He's going up against the Seahawks. Do you guys really think he's going to score 2 tutties against the Seahawks? As Patrick Kane would say here in Chicago, not a chance, not a chance. Crowell, go ahead and sit him, maybe even drop him. Then number 1, he's making the list here for must-sits 2 weeks in a row now. Last week he played the Bengals. This week he's playing the Broncos. Big Ben. And the reason being, this is going to be a great game. Don't get me wrong, but Big Ben is not going to have too many fantasy points against this Denver defense. They're going to keep him in check. And yes, the Steelers may win. However, you want to win, and you're not going to win if Big Ben gets you like 8 or 5 points. So I'd go ahead and sit Big Ben. Save it for when he's got an easier matchup next week. But that's going to do it for my must-sits this week in fantasy football. Let me know down below what you guys think of my must-sits. Also, is there anyone that you're not in love with this week in fantasy football? Also, if you got a fantasy question, you can either hit me up on Twitter or down below in that comment section. Ask me your questions. Hey, Ricky, should I start this guy over this guy? I want to make sure you guys get to your championship and win your league and hoist that trophy. Maybe even let me spend a day with the trophy, because, I'm trying to help you guys win. And, in hockey, they let you spend a day with the trophy. So maybe I can spend a day with your trophy. Let me know in the comment section. Hit me up on Twitter. Quest for 500 is still going on. If we get to 500 by the end of the year, we're giving out a free signed sports game. Got a sub, got a comment. Do both right now. Thank you guys for checking out this video. But as always, have a good day, everybody.